Good morning. This is Natasha, founder of On Purpose Projects, bringing you another tip about how to create a high performance business website. One thing I want to talk about today is the concept of doing a partial redesign. Sometimes we get requests from clients who have a big website. So let's say 50 plus pages. But yet they only want to redesign their key pages. So let's say a home page, their team page, a service page, their contact page. So like their sub pages, no, but the key pages, yes. And in effort to save money, they want to kind of give it a facelift, give it a refresh. And I think that's a great idea. However, what you need to think about is how to design in a way where the new pages are not going to make the old pages look weird. Because sometimes that happens where we get brought in to do a redesign on a homepage, let's say, because the homepage is obviously the most visible page. And we will design this beautiful homepage on brand, what the client's looking for, super fancy, maybe some animation. It looks spectacular, it looks great. However, the problem with that is that it makes the rest of your pages look like just so much worse. You know, it may have looked bad before, but now it looks worse in comparison to the new page. And so sometimes we'll do more than a home page, and we'll do like I was saying, an about page, a services page, and a contact page. But then as people click through, they'll notice because some of the pages look old, and it creates brand confusion. And it's like, are they old? Are they new? Am I still on the right website? This looks weird. And so I personally do not recommend partial redesign unless you're okay with that. Condition number one, you're okay with the gap between old and new, or you ask your designer to design down, which means that, okay, instead of creating something really, really nice, they design sort of medium nice so that it looks fresher and newer, but it also doesn't make the other pages look so old. So you kind of design them to blend, which kind of defeats the purpose of a website redesign. But if you don't have the full budget to do all the pages, then choosing some key pages is great, but just keeping in mind that the new is going to make the old look worse. So what I advise, like I was saying in this case, is to have the designer design it down where they blend these new elements. Obviously, you have to kind of keep your fonts the same and your buttons the same because changing them all through the site can be very expensive, and make it work, make it look better. The other option, the alternative, is you tear it down, you start from scratch, and redo it all. But that just is that much more time, that much more money. So unfortunately, there is no easy answer. But yeah, in terms of a partial redesign, those are your options. Like I was saying, do some and just live with the good and versus the old versus the new. Have your designer design down, or three, tear it down and start over. But just keeping in mind that we see this a lot where they're like, design like something really nice and we'll do it. But then once it's live on the site, it looks embarrassing. It makes the rest of your site just like look ridiculous. And it's not, in theory, it makes sense. Yeah, it's a new homepage, it looks great. But from a consistency and a branding and people, a user experience, it creates confusion and mistrust. So I would not, it's not really a way I would recommend, but if you want to, you have options. Anyhow, looking forward to talking to you tomorrow.